Sending data, reconnection successful. Okay. Woo. Thank you, OBS. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay. Yeah, I started talking about Kick and it was like, hey, we're gonna wreck your stream real quick. Can I refresh my restream? No, I cannot. So that kind of sucks. How about we do this? We will remove that as a dock and then put it back, and it still didn't refresh. So, oh, there it goes. It just took its sweet time, but we are back. Good. Bring this up. Oh, it straight killed my YouTube stream. And Twitch is like, hey, you have an unstable stream going on. What are you doing? Like, I'm trying to do a bunch of things that I probably shouldn't be doing while on stream. Okay, is that good? Stream health is good. YouTube is back, and Twitch is still unstable because they don't know how to run it. All right, cool. All right, completed the Polypop Live setup wizard. Now we are going to launch, and fingers crossed it actually works and doesn't implode the stream again. Yes. Allow access to this network. Okay, there we go. So now we know for future reference that downloading things and or I should say installing things while on streams, probably not the best of ideas. Good to know now. Oh, you do talk to her often? That's cool. Like I said, I haven't talked to her since Kick anyway. But I do miss her. She's good people. All right, well, be safe out there. I will be here trying to figure this Polypop stuff out and seeing about integrating it with some Twitch reward points, potentially. Okay, so we will pull up the documentation over here. Well, you do that. Tell her that I'm doing live stuff from time to time now, so to, you know, keep an eye out for me. Oh, yeah, I'm sure she's gonna want to come bother me as soon as she knows that I'm live. She was pretty good about that over at Kick. Alright, in-app tutorial progress. We get a prize at the end. Yay, prizes. Alright, yes. We'll go ahead and we got a bunch of plugins, scenes. Probably gonna have us set up a bunch of overlay stuff. which I'm not really keen on doing through them, but we will figure that out as we go. Oh, just before we get started, in case anybody is wondering about the music, just looked up some royalty-free music playlists on YouTube and, you know, got it playing on a playlist in the background. So I have no clue who these people are, or if it's actually copyright free, or if they're going to try to nuke my channel here in a little bit. When we're done with this, we will find out. Twitch, yeah, they don't really care so much, but YouTube is a little bit stricter on their copyright BS, so we will see how that plays out in the near future. I know I'm already getting emails saying, oh, your stream went well. You did 1,000,001 views in 9 minutes. Oh, well, here we go. Man, shit's about to be popping off IRL, let me tell you. Okay, welcome to Polypop Live. In this tutorial, we'll introduce the basics and set up a couple simple scenes that I'll probably never use. In the rectangle in front of you is our design space, which we will refer to as a scene. You can place a variety of 2D and 3D elements onto the scene for a unique broadcast. Okay. Then, when we go live, anything on our scene will be broadcast to the world. I'm not going live through you guys, though. Let's change the scene's background color. To do this, go and find the color property by examining the scene's properties to the right. And that would be this area down here. Click the black box next to the color and or from the properties at the right. So there. What color are we thinking? Ooh, sorry about flashing lights. Let's do, I like a deeper red. That works for now. What do you think? Looks good to me. Okay, next we're going to add an element to our scene. To do that, click the large plus button located under the scene layout to the right side of the screen. Over here. What you've just opened is the scene object browser. From here we can browse through all the different types. I'm really just using this for, you know, memes and the soundboard thing. So most of this probably, at least for now, I'm probably not even going to use. Let's add a 2D webcam to our scene. Let's not say we did. Now double click. Okay, you can configure the webcam by tweaking its properties you like. Press OK when you're ready to continue. I mean, I guess it's already being used, so you're not going to see much on it. Okay, the scene now comprised of our webcam. Our viewers will see full screen whenever we choose this scene. Now let's create another scene. Click the small button, oh, way up here, for scene 2. So they're trying to make this its own little OBS, aren't they? While broadcasting, you can switch between scenes. I know this. "2D screen capture, huh? Sure, we'll go with that. You have to configure its source while it's configured. Oh no! Roast that graphics card. Okay, let's reposition the scene a bit. Sure. Add a 3D screen to the webcam, or with the webcam in the scene, press the large one. Now the 3D objects category. Pre-made objects to our scene. Some of these objects can be customized with textures. Let's pick a 3D scene from the list of objects. Double click screen 5. Before the object is added to the scene, we gotta define the texture it'll use. Our webcam source is already added before, so all we gotta do is click on the webcam. So they basically just gave us a camera frame. But a 3D camera frame. Not mad at it. You know, we might do a stream or two using this. Maybe. That was the whole thing. Wiring alerts to actions. Can we just get to where I get the soundboard? And I'll do a lot of the rest later. In this tutorial, we'll learn how to connect alerts to actions and create scenes that react to external events. Alerts are events that fire when interesting things happen. Twitch alerts, for instance, fire whenever a certain event occurs, like receiving cheers. Hotkey alerts fire whenever you hit the hotkey. Actions, on the other hand, are things that do something in our scene, like emitting an object or changing an object's properties. This tutorial, we will be creating a hotkey and using it to trigger a couple of different actions. Again, let's add an object to our scene that that has an action. Hit the big plus button. Which one has an action? This time, unlike the last tutorial, we're going to add a specific object emitter. Okay. Beach ball 1. Now click the add A's button. Object emitter. Object emitter to the scene that will emit beach balls. If we look at its properties, we'll notice that it has 2 actions: emit burst and clear objects. See what happens if we click emit burst. That'd probably give us a beach ball. Who would have thought? Okay, a beach ball has been emitted. Our goal is to have this happen whenever we press a hotkey. Let's connect it to our library to the emit burst action. Open library. Where's the open library button? Down here. 3D models. It represents global pool of resources used across all of our scenes. The library panel allows us to create certain types of objects, such as hotkeys and other types of alerts, not specific to scenes. Click the plus button. Click the hotkey. New hotkey was added to our library. Now we got to tie it to our emitter. Investigate the properties to press on release. Okay. On press fires, or alert fires whenever we press the assigned hotkey. On release is when we release it. Connect on press. Okay. Click and drag your mouse on the red colored hole next to on press and pull a wire connected to the flashing emit burst socket on the right. Way over here. That's neat. We've now connected a hotkey. All that's left to do is assign our hotkey. Click unassign hotkey properties and then press the A on your keyboard. Oh, down here, press A. We got beach balls, everybody. Okay, we can connect the same hotkey to multiple actions. Good to know. Moving on, hotkeys to switch between two different scenes. We'll use two new hotkeys to add them to the library. Click under here. Click a new hotkey item. I'll make this hotkey switch to our active scene, or switch our active scene to scene 1 whenever pressed. And drag your mouse there. Pull wire out, connect to the socket on scene 1 at the top right. Oh, everything's got socket. We could do a lot of different things with that. Then we click unassign and number 1. Unassign number 1. Now let's repeat the steps for scene 2. Yeah, I kind of got how to make hotkeys now. Put that there. Ooh, scene 2. Okay, we did that. I don't see us using many hotkeys on it though. Making things move. You know, I might. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should I go ahead and skip the tutorials and just kind of wing it? Or should I continue down this little gamified tutorial thing? Alright. Wait, am I still in frame? Yeah, we're good. Let me see. In this tutorial, we'll learn how to make stuff move by using mods. They're modifiers that add additional characteristics to objects and animations, actions, and other features. Let's start by adding a modifier to this donut, like yummy. Click the donut. I clicked said donut. Mod items. Add mods to our objects. So we click this little button. List of available mods shown. So all of those are mods. This will differ depending on the type of layer selected. What mods have already been added to it. Not all mods are compatible with each other. Let's try a physics mod in the physics menu, which would be down here. It now possesses physics characteristics and will collide with other objects that have physics. Okay. Select a 3D object emitter. Add a couple mods to it. And random move, which would be there. Cause the emitter to emit an object whenever it moves. A mod. Emit on move. Neat. Collapse the mod property group. So that. And objects property. And this bad boy. Look through the 3D objects properties. So mod group. Okay. So that's just for the individual emitter, for the individual 3D object. Add a mod that will vary the size of each object. Okay. Emit copy, or vary scale on emit copy. No, that was color. and then add a physics to it. Okay. I see. I see how that could be fun. Working with audio. This is the part that I'd need to pay attention to. So we will pause the music. We will bring the volume up to there. Okay, in this tutorial, we'll learn how to work with audio in our scenes. First off, let's add a scene to the source, or a source to the scene, if I could read correctly. Scene layout panel, big plus button, 2D category is there. Double click the sound item. Okay, we have sound. Now we need to choose a source of our sound. Let's add a microphone. I'll click the microphone. I clicked the microphone. It's added to the library. Okay. You can configure properties now if you'd like to. Then click OK when you're ready to continue. Is that going to echo at all? I don't believe so. Just consider or configure the sound layer. Why is it wigging out on me? Probably because it's thinking there's a whole bunch of input when there isn't. Microphone's active. You should see the output mixer, 2D audio visualizer on the scene. See it. Everybody sees it. Now switch to there. In this scene, we'll add background music. Click the sound. Add a source. Import audio clip. Music. Turn the loop on. Click OK. All right, we're not getting anything on stream, so is it supposed to be silent? Sync to manual. Let's change sync to global clock. Makes options, makes sound automatically play by synchronizing it to the global clock that's shared across all scenes. If we were to add music to the source to the other scenes and sync them to the global clock, the music would play seamlessly across scenes. Okay, that's neat. What if we wanted to actually hear the music playing through our own speakers to ensure everything sounds right? That's what the audio monitor button is for. Who would have thought? So we click that. All right. I apologize ahead of time if it's ear bleeding. Not bad. Sounds almost like some knockoff Minecraft. Press next when you're ready. Audio monitor button will play all sounds minus the microphones. If you would like to hear the microphone as well, you can click the one beside it. Well, I don't. Feedback will occur best with headphones. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Plugins. Is that it? All right. Fine. Go ahead and put our music back on back here. Plugins to Polypop. They're featured not pre-packaged with the app. You can install and remove at will. by browsing plugins button at the top left. We got a whole bunch of stuff. Pick games, I guess. You know, a lot of this, or some of it anyway, I will be messing around with off stream. Which, to be honest with you, I should probably have messed with it all off stream anyway, but hey, we're all learning together, am I right? Dice game is a 3D dice game that will outcome alerts. Okay, now that that's installed, that was quick. See how to actually use it. Click the close button. Now we click here, the games category. Double click our dice, which I did. Did it again. There we go. Web services. Various plugins. So there's a YouTube and a Twitch plugin. Stream to Twitch. Installing the Twitch plugin will add Twitch alerts and output that lets you live stream to your Twitch channel. Install any services that you add and click the next to proceed. Gonna let me install it, or just telling me that it exists? Under the go live area as well. Wraps up that tutorial, so it's like, hey, this thing exists, that thing exists. All right, you'll figure it out. Good luck. See ya. Okay, outputs. I guess that's what everybody that is watching is gonna see. See how output record or live stream our show. At the Go Live panel, you can see available output options when you hover over the Go Live area. This area. Okay, you can configure and activate various outputs, begin recording, projecting, or streaming our show. The record button will create a file on the computer. The VCam button will create a virtual polypop camera that will begin streaming to external apps like OBS, Zoom, and other web-based meeting sites. So that will need a virtual camera to connect to OBS. All right. My nose is itching. It's the kitty's fault. At least that's who I'm blaming. Hover your mouse over the custom live stream button and configure that icon appears on the bottom right. There. Live stream properties have been popped up. Service, URL, stream key, which you guys will not get to see. Okay, excellent. Live stream properties. From here, you can set up the service you wish to stream to, configure your encoder settings, and do all of the other cool stuff. Click anywhere outside of the pop-up to dock the live stream settings. In the future, when you're ready to go live, click the custom live stream button. Okay, that's where you would go live from. That was it. Get prize. Give me that prize. What did we get? $1 billion. Congratulations on finishing all of the tutorials. You can replay them anytime during with the in-app tutorials under starting points. There are other tutorials that teach advanced stuff. Your drum roll is a fancy trophy. Okay, that's a thing. Cool. All right. So we'll go ahead and mute that. Starting points, plugins. Go ahead and install Twitch. Install YouTube. We'll probably need WebSockets. Any utilities, keypresser, text log. Maybe the keypresser, but that's for ideas in the future. Themes. Those are themes, all right. I'm gonna load. No. Okay, 90 or the Gallify. Hey, there's Gal Level. That's the guy that I was talking about a minute ago. He's gonna be the one that I binge a bunch of tutorials on this about, because he's got a handful of them for sure. Okay. My stomach's talking to me. What time is it? About time for a snack. Sources. We don't need any of those right now. Presets. A whole bunch of different things. Stinger pack. Minecraft starting soon. Twitch presets. YouTube preset. We will look through those in a little bit. Any kind of games that we might want to add off the top. The gift generator sounds neat. Okay, alerts. File change alert, timed alerts, 3D models, and 3D elements we already been through. Okay, how did we get to the what do you call it? That thing again. Was it the library? I don't believe it was the library. WebSocket, Twitch alerts, YouTube alerts, Twitch alerts. Twitch disconnected. We'll have to sign in and get stats and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, what we're gonna do, I'm not gonna lie, I bit off a little bit more than I could chew on this one for right now. So what I'm gonna do, seeing as it's already that time, is I'm gonna minimize this bad boy. We don't need to integrate it yet. So give me just a hot second because my stomach's talking to me. Let me come over to this scene, and when we get back, we'll go ahead and hop into some Magic the Gathering and kill some time with that. So yeah, give me just a second. And we are back. That's a little loud. Bring that down. Okay. So yeah, as you can tell, we are playing some Magic the Gathering Arena. I'm thinking we'll just go ahead and, well, I know we're going to play some Historic Ranked. That's kind of like my go-to. We might build a deck later. If not today, then possibly tomorrow. And there's a handful of events going on, but I don't have decks built for all of them. There's a whole bunch of like cube draft, quick draft type events. Then there's a handful of pre-constructed events where you bring your own deck. Couple historic events. I'm not sure what that is. Best of 3. So we might jump into one of those here in a minute. I don't even know if I have a Pioneer deck made. So that's what I'm talking about is I'm gonna have to go through and build a handful of decks for the different event types. But for now, we're gonna play with some angels. No, that's a historic event. Oh no, we want to lose 3 matches real quick because I played a handful earlier and I don't think I've won a single match yet. So, I mean, screw it. It's only 2,500 coins. It's half of my coins. And we'll run with new angels. Just a second to do a thing where we are on that scene. No. There we be going. I have to pick my teeth real quick. Really rather not do that on camera. Okay, we're back. Let's go ahead and lose real quick. I mean, play a game. About the same, really. I mean, I like this deck, but it wins in regular historic, but whenever I'm going against anyone in events, for some reason it just craps all over me. Like now, for instance. I mean, I got 3 turns worth of stuff with 1 mana. So that gives me a couple turns to figure out if I played against this guy earlier. Helped me. Let's do... We'll do Gordon first. Did he bring the same deck? It's got the same sleeves. See, I'm already not liking it because I'm already behind on land. Light Pause. Whenever an aura you control enters the battlefield, or enters if you cast it, then search for another one. That can get dangerous. We want him first. Him and a Johnny's Pride mate, pretty much the same card. If I can get 2 more mana, then we stand a chance. If I can get that Smothering Tide out. Ouch. Did he just, yeah, he just straight took him, and he's got Ward 2. Trample, Lifelink, and Menace. Bro. This is gonna suck. Yep, that's game. Yep, good game. I'm not even gonna try to fight that. I know better. That was ridiculous. That was a different deck than he brought earlier this morning. Rude, sir. Very, very rude. And 1 loss down, 2 more to go. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it gives me crap land, or the decks that they bring just slaughter me. You know what? Am I even on? I'm not. Second to adjust something on Twitch. Yeah, it really irritates me that they don't have Magic the Gathering Arena as a category. There's Magic the Gathering in general, and then a bunch of other ones for the console versions that don't even get any kind of updates or anything like that anymore. Okay, Soul Warden. We got another land, so we stand a chance this game. He's running red, so I don't know. We'll see. Oh, he's running dragons. Nice. Drop this bad boy. Drop this bad boy. And take 1. Hiya, I win. Fearsome Whelp. Dragon in card perpetually has cast less. Okay. We will do that next round. First, we'll raise the alarm, and then do the intangible virtue and give them +1/+1 vigilance next turn. I mean, yeah, I could have got a free 2-point hit on him, but it's really not going to make that much difference this early in the game. Ooh, what do you got going on here? Lost a bunch less to play, of course. Let me read it. Beginning of your end step, conjure a random card from his spell book, exile face down. It gains at the beginning of your upkeep if this card is exiled. Remove a counter from it. When there's no A counters, put it on the battlefield. So 3 turns, and we get a new friend to play with. Okay. Well, until then, we're gonna up our ability to withstand whatever the heck you're hitting with. Aw, him didn't want to take a hit on his fearsome whelp. Rude. You're supposed to, like, get rid of all your creatures, dude. No, you're gonna have to stop doing that. Lose the life. Okay, get our mystic out. That'll make a couple things cheaper later on. Yeah, I figured he wouldn't. He's probably just gonna let those come walking through each time. I don't like that Palantir. He's over there doing too much. I thought that said he lost life, not me. Either way, we're getting rid of the our big boy. He can keep the Palantir, but this has got to go. I can deal with the Palantir and let him draw cards, but that, for now, a bit too much. And take two, because I'm sure you're not going to block. What was it? A cat dragon. And another dragon. Perpetually gets +1/+1 when a creature enters if it was kicked. Seek a dragon card. Okay, so you're about to do a bunch of BS at me. He won.
I understand you are in need of support. I will lend you my strength.
Yeah, that's still game. I'm at 8, and he's gonna do 9. Sacrifice a creature. If you decline, he deals damage to me. We're gonna sacrifice this guy. Get some more life. It's like too little too late, but hopefully he targets out a Johnny. Our dude over here. Because that'll give me an extra turn. But I have a feeling he's still gonna railroad me. Yeah. Good game. I don't even like you. Go away. How dare you? 2 down. 1 more to go, and then we're gonna get out of this event. Because 3 losses No wins. This is exactly why I need to build a more up-to-date deck. I mean, it's historic, so up-to-date not in terms of cards, but in terms of strategy. Because this angel deck that I'm using is a beast of a deck, but it's really slow early game. Interesting avatar there, guy. And then you come across crap like this where it's like I get 1 mana and a whole hand. Like, bro, and I need all of these. And I got 2 turns and I gotta hope for another mana. That's better, but not the best. We will, however, we'll put him back. That Appa? I want an Appa pet. How do you get one? That's an armored Appa at that. I need a air flying buffalo guy. Okay, that goes out. What you got? Thoughtseize already. Good God. Yeah. Why are you gonna do that to yourself turn 1? Probably just because he could. He's all, oh, 1 mana to play, sure. Bro. How the hell are you getting this out already? I'm not gonna lie, I'm confused on how he's getting everything out for free. Well, I'm gonna have to actually read that later. Until then, it gets to go away. Okay, when you cast this, is have flash. You can cast it anytime. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the cleanup step. Oh, dude, I was reading that. I'll read it from the deck list. And that's pacifism pretty much. P1. We're gonna get rid of this guy though. Good game, good game. That's what I'm talking about, like, what, turn 3, turn 4. And he's already hitting me with, like, 30 points incoming. He's already had 12-12 and other big crap out there. I don't understand what just happened. I'm not 100% familiar with those cards. Or how he was able to just shit them all out like that. All decks, collection. Waiting for the server. There we go. Search. What was it? Necromancy. No, it was in black. Not collected. Okay, you may cast this spells though it had flash. If you cast it anytime you can cast a sorcery, or you can cast it anytime a sorcery couldn't be cast. Weird wording. The controller of the permanent it becomes sacrifices it at the beginning of the cleanup step. When this enchantment enters, if it's on the battlefield, it becomes an aura with enchant creature put onto the battlefield with necromancy. Okay. Put target creature card from the graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, attached with this attachment to it. When this attachment leaves the battlefield, that controller sacrifices it. Okay. That's it. Weird wording. That doesn't explain how he shit the bed and or got everything out like turn 1. I don't know. Not sure, should we build a deck now? Nah. What we will do though, we're gonna open a handful of packs. How about that? Because I have a couple booster packs that we can open and look through for ideas on building a new deck. We'll start at the beginning, I guess, the Brothers War packs. Needless to say, I've been hoarding some booster packs. Oh, we got a mythic wild card. Got a handful of those. We already got one of those. Foundry Groundbreaker, Mishra's Foundry. When this creature enters the battlefield, sacrifice a land, conjure 2 cards named Foundry onto the battlefield tapped. It can add a waste or a colorless. 2, a land becomes a 2/2 assembly worker until end of turn, but is still a land. 1 and tap, targeted attacking assembly worker gets +2/+2. Okay, maybe if I'm running green artifacts, that won't be bad. But that's what, 4th turn, normal. But with mana ramp, I can get it out 2nd turn. Potentially 1st turn. But that would take some luck of the draw. And if I'm getting everything out to pull that out 1st turn, I've already got better on the board. So not the best. Not bad, but not the best. Non-creature artifacts cost 1 more to play. Cool. Sculpting Steel. I haven't seen that bad boy in a while. I used to have 3 of those in one of my IRL decks. You could do a lot of very mean things copying some artifacts. I had 3 of those in my Affinity to Artifacts deck, which they don't do Affinity anymore, which is sad. Because that was a mechanic that was fun to play with. After like turn 2, well, you could do it right. You can pop it off on turn 1 and your entire deck would just be free. It was redonkulously strong. Okay, hexproof from white, hexproof from black. Whenever 1 or more knights you control attack, draft a card from his spellbook. And this spellbook has 15 cards in it. How can I See his spellbook. Not letting me open his spellbook. I'll right click for more info. I lied, it's letting me open his spellbook. Circle of Loyalty, Affinity for Knights. See, there we go. So the more knights I have, the freer that gets. For those that don't know, affinity, an affinity for knights, for example, based on the number of knights you have, it affects the mana cost of whatever has affinity for whatever. So affinity for knights, if I have one knight on the board, then it'll be one less colorless mana. If that knight happens to be white, then it would be one colorless less or one white less, if I remember correctly. I used artifacts all the time, so it was always colorless. But if I had two knights, then it would be two mana less, three less, and so on and so forth. So if I had 6 knights out there, potentially that would be free. Or bare minimum, if I had 4 out, then I would just have to pay the 2 white mana and get all that for free. History of Benalia. Not bad. So this is all about knights. You gain X life, each opponent loses X, where X is what? It doesn't say. Valiant Knight, other knights get +1/+1. Dauntless Bodyguard. As a creature enters, choose another creature you control. Sacrifice this creature. The chosen creature gains indestructible. Okay. Acclaimed Contender. You control another knight. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Reveal a knight, aura, equipment, or legendary artifact from them and put it into your hand. Order of Midnight. Murderous Riders. Not bad. Cavalier of Night. Lifelink. When he enters the battlefield, they sacrifice another creature. When you do, destroy target creature an opponent controls. When that creature dies, return target creature mana 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Not horrible. Dawn. It's a 3/3 golem artifact creature token. Oh, there's a couple decent ones in there. I don't know, should we build a new artifact deck? Maybe. That sculpting still kind of makes me want to rebuild one. Let's see. That Phoenix is fun. He's whooped me a couple times. Or something that looks similar anyway. Springleaf Drum. What's this? Equipped creature has Death Touch. When it deals combat damage, that player loses half of their life rounded up. Okay. I see an artifact deck in our future if it keeps going this way. Tap an untapped creature you control, add 1 mana of any color. Not bad. Swiftfoot Boots has hexproof and haste. The Elsewhere Flask. When this artifact enters, draw a card. Sacrifice this artifact, choose a basic land type. Each land you control becomes that type until end of turn. That can actually be really dangerous. Mine Worker. So there's mine worker, plant worker, tower worker. And I got 2 of them right here. Okay, okay. I'm not mad at it. We are for sure going to be building a, what do you call it? An artifact deck soon, though. Whenever beast or bird, or when you cast a beast or bird, copy it. That copies an artifact in addition to its other types. Copy becomes a token. Not bad, not bad. I can play with that. It's got a lot of extra triggers to do. Let's open our avatar packs. We got 3 of them. Faded Firepower, X and 3 red. Flash. When this enchantment enters with X, or this enchantment enters with X fire counters on it. If a source you would control would deal damage to an opponent, or a permanent that opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus an amount of damage equal to the number of fire counters on this enchantment instead. Ooh. With some good mana ramp, sink like 5, 7, 8, 10 mana into X, and then start swinging on everything. Or a source, not just a creature, a source. So a single lightning bolt can end up doing like 15 damage if you do it right. That is evil. I mean, it's late game, best case scenario anyway, so. Abandoned Air Temple. Put some +1s on some creatures, not bad. Avatar Destiny, an aura. Enchant creature you control. Gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard and is an avatar in addition to its other types. When enchanted creature dies, mill cards equal to its power. Return this card to its owner's hand, and up to 1 creature that was milled this way to the battlefield under your control. Okay, I sort of get that. Depending on what else is in your deck, that can be very not good for everybody. Let's see. Any artifacts that pop out? I'm not seeing anything that is, no, this is the first avatar pack that I've opened, so it's all gonna say first. But I have seen a handful of the cards played against me already. Like some people have built full avatar decks. Yep. It's +2/+2 if that creature's an ally gains flying. Alright. I don't see any artifacts though, so probably won't be a avatar artifact deck. Let's go all the way back. Rexia. You getting any more Eldrazi? Uh-oh. Darksteel Ingot. Okay, Indestructible. This creature enters with X oil counters on it. His power and toughness are each equal to twice the number of oil counters on it. When this creature enters, conjure a card named Darksteel Ingot and a card named Darksteel Plate onto your hand. What's the plate? That's indestructible. Okay. So yeah, guys, we're building an artifact deck. And that is definitely going into it. I can do some nasty work with that. Oh. It might take us a while to work out a lot of the kinks. But what are you doing? Anyway, it might take us a little bit to work out some of the kinks on it, but yeah, we are definitely going to be building us an artifact deck extremely soon, like once I'm done opening some of these packs. For sure. And I got plenty of wild cards, so even if I don't pull something good from a pack, we could always just get it. I've seen this played against me a couple times. Sacrifice this artifact, return target creature card to its owner's hand. Draw a card. Maybe. I don't know, do we want to go ahead and open the Lorwyn Eclipse? That's the latest pack, or latest set that they're doing. Got 10 of them. That gave us that's a clusterfuck of noise, isn't it? We're gonna go ahead and put you there. Okay. Now those are mythic rares, I already know. Ooh, Spine Rock Tyrant, the dragon. Enchantment. Creatures you control get +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. That changes every turn. At the beginning of your combat turn, create a 1/1 creature token. So you're getting 1/1 every turn at least. Now, are those perpetual? Or not perpetual, but do they stay? Or is it, do they vanish at the end of turn? I don't know. Any artifacts or artifact adjacent stuff? Book of Doran. White and artifact. As long as creatures equipped as long as equipped creature's toughness is greater than its power, it assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Not bad, not bad. I might could work with that, we'll see. Seen a lot of +X in this set so far. Got another Book of Doran, or Bark of Doran rather. Those are the only artifacts that I'm seeing though. Oh, there's another. Shapeshifter Changeling has every creature type. That is already beast mode, like just by itself. That's like very sliver adjacent. Okay, create a color shapeshifter changeling, gets +1/+1 and is all creature types. Okay, okay. Let's see, more shapeshifters. I don't know, do we want to go Then what's the secondary plan for our artifact deck? Because it's going to be artifact all the way through. But do we want it to be a specific color? Do we want it to be a specific type? I don't know yet. Lighted Nightmare. That does a bunch of stuff. X -1/-1 counters on creature you control. Okay. Be honest with you, I'm not seeing any artifacts that at all, much less anything that really jumps out. Now I could Black Goblins. That's new. Through the Omen Path. Legendary creature, spider human hero. So, Spider-Man. The Silk Shoots gains flying until end of turn. Sacrifice some creatures you control. Gain hexproof and indestructible till end of turn. And he has flash. Pretty cheap. It looks like this set's all about spiders. Spider human hero, spider hero, human mercenary heroes, a dinosaur villain. I see an artifact, opulent valet. Create a 1/1 green-white human citizen. Okay. Yeah, do we want to throw vehicles in? Potentially. Now, I already know that Edge of Eternity's... Why is there two types? They gotta have some good artifacts in there. Yeah, I've been seeing this too, and I'm not quite clear on how it works. We have planet lands now. Station means to tap another target or tap another creature you control. Put a charge counter on this planet equal to its power. Station as a sorcery or only as a sorcery. Okay, so we would get charge counter on it. What's that? 12 plus? Go. Sacrifice a land, create 2/2 colorless artifact creature tokens. Then creatures you control get +1/+0. Oh, so okay, I get it. I need to station at least 12 or more in order to use that secondary ability. Okay. Okay. Do we have anything worth it? Ooh, we got a spacecraft. Plus or 4+ for a flying 2/2 when it enters Surveil 2. So it's just an artifact just kind of sitting there chilling until I station it for more than 4, right? Robot assistant. Or assassin, I mean. Vanishing light. That's pretty artwork. Dockworker drone. Enters +1/+1. When it dies, get or put its counters on target creature you control. So I could probably load that little boy with counters and then eat them and spread those counters to somewhere else. But if I'm loading counters on him, then I can load it on wherever already. But still not bad, not bad. And it's in white. So I still haven't decided on a color. Or if we're gonna just try to go colorless and, you know, throw a bunch of random lands in. A jellyfish. Damn it. A jellyfish advisor. Oh, it comes with a spell book. I'll be honest, I'm not opening that spell book. Not right now. We'll look through that later. Because I might make a multicolor deck. And he seems like he'd be fun. Network Marauder. He's a robot pirate. Artifact creature, huh? Warp. What's that? You can cast this card from your hand for its warp cost, which is 1 and a blue. Exile it at the beginning of your next end step. You may cast it from exile on a later turn. Perpetual effects are not removed when they change zones. This creature enters. And whenever another artifact you control with mana value 3 or greater enters, all artifact creature cards and spacecraft cards you own perpetually get +1/+1. Okay. Okay, so it might be multicolor artifact. Seeing as we're getting like actual colored artifacts now, instead of just the colorless artifact. But we have a robot corgi. And Wifey would absolutely destroy me if I didn't make a deck with a robot corgi in it. So whatever we build, he's going in. When he becomes tapped, you gain a life. To untap him, put target card from your graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. That's actually pretty decent. I mean, as long as you have something to go digging, then it doesn't matter where in the library it is, you can still get to it. Now, stuff like this technician, the artificer, as long as you control an artifact, he gets bigger, but he's not an artifact himself. Now, I don't know if I want to add those types of cards in. When I can just have an artifact that's an artificer, sure. You know, because then it plays well with other artifacts. The synergy's there. Sacrifice an artifact when you do get +1/+1 on target creature and draw a card. Okay, but I'm going to need something that I can sacrifice artifacts regularly. Like, what do you call it? Like Smothering Tide, for instance, or anything that gives you treasure or something along those lines. Final Fantasy. Not gonna lie, I was kind of surprised when they made this crossover. The Earth Crystal, the Usurper, Vibe's Hideaway. Got the Cactar, got the Relentless X Adam 92. This creature cannot be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. A finality counter. 8. Return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped with a finality counter on it. If a permanent with a finality counter on it would go to the graveyard from the battlefield, exile it instead. Okay, okay. And he's a robot spooter. He's an artifact, and that's what counts. He's a big boy at that. The Adventurer's Airship. Still not sure if we're going to put vehicles in, though. I like how they're doing limit breaks. How it's different tiered. That's pretty neat. Ooh, Black Mage's Rod. Job select. When this equipment enters, create a 1/1 colorless hero token and attach it to it. Whenever non-creature deals 1 damage to each opponent, or when you cast a non-creature spell, do 1 damage to each opponent. This and is a wizard in addition to its other types. But if it's just a regular artifact and it's sitting out there and has the ability to do damage, does that count as a non-creature spell doing damage? Or are they talking about something like a lightning bolt or whatever? Lunatic Pandora. Surveil 1. 6 and sacrifice, destroy a non-land. Not the best. It's a little expensive just to destroy a non-land. I mean, it's useful, don't get me wrong. It's extremely useful, but it's a little expensive. Dragonstorm, we're not going to worry about that. I know that these guys are all about racing now, which I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that or not. Let's see if there's something that is high in artifacts. The OGs. Electro Duplicate. Create a token that's a copy of a creature you control, except it has haste at the beginning of your end steps. Sacrifice that token. Authority of the consoles. Not seeing anything special. Seeing a couple that are bringing back memories of some IRL play, but no. Nothing that I have to build a deck with right now kind of thing. So that was rather underwhelming, to be honest. Oh no, you. Out of these 3 booster packs, do you think we're going to pull the One Ring? That would be badass if we did, but something tells me we're not going to. Do they even have it digital? I know, what you call it? Post Malone bought the IRL one. Can't remember what he bought it for. It was either 1 mil or 3 mil. We'll see if there's a digital version and if we got it. I could already tell you we didn't, because it'd be glowing all sorts of red. Loin. Elrond. There and back again. A Hobbit's Tale by Bilbo Baggin. I don't see any artifacts that are jumping out at me. Got some food. That's an artifact. Dry one, draw a card. Sacrifice it, gain 3 life. When this artifact's put into graveyard from battlefield, the owner shuffles it back into the library. Not horrible, not horrible. Wilds, March of the Machine. I know that there's going to be some good artifacts in here. There has to be. Oh, that's pretty artwork. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, each opponent loses 1 life. You may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding 2 cards in addition. Ooh. Uh-oh, hold on. I'm missing chat. Oh, the One Ring is on here. Well, do you know if I'll be able to use the wild cards to get it? Or will it have to be pulled from a pack? You made a Shopify. Uh-oh. What are you pushing on it? You could use Shopify like Fiverr and do your stream graphics and all that kind of crap. And push those on it. Ooh, an Elder Giant Dog. I want a giant dog. Vigilance, Menace, Lifelink. Whenever Crosa, and not gonna lie, I'm gonna butcher those names. Punaros. Whenever these dogs enter the battlefield or attack, you may exile 5 cards from your graveyard. When you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. I don't like how you have to exile them though. You can use a red one to craft it. Cool. I might build a Lord of the Rings deck later then. I've been putting off looking into it for a while now. Let's see, electronics or something. What do you mean, like selling electronics or doing like a, what do you call it, like an Amazon affiliates? You know, almost like a re-rigged drop shipping setup. And you might be able to make money on it. Okay, artifact creature, Skittering Surveyor. When it enters, you may search your library for a basic land, reveal it, put it into your hand. It's not really that special, but it can be used. I did not know that. I don't have the companion app on the phone though. I might have to end up getting it. I haven't been to any of the game stores around here in freaking years to do any of the IRL stuff and get the little QR codes. Might have to start doing that again. What do we think this is? Probably another mythic wild card. No? Phyrexian Dragon. Precious Hellraiser. Got 6 packs for doing it? That's not bad. I know we got a new game store that opened up probably about 4 or 5 months ago, I think, that I haven't even been to yet. I've heard some good things about it, but you know, just finding the time to go up there. We have 4 or 5 of them that are around town. Ooh, Dune Mover. We could build a toxic artifact deck. That's a possibility. maybe start spitting poison everywhere. We'll make a mental note of that. Poison artifacts. That might be our route. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't played Paper in freaking... Oh, good God, how long now? When, before one of my old friends moved back to Iowa, it was 4 years, 5 years ago. I tried playing a little bit with the kid, but they didn't really latch onto it. So, I don't know, they might get into it now that they're a little older and can understand and, you know, read it a little better. Because I tried when they were way young, just so, you know, introduce them young so they're aware that it's there. I'm not seeing any artifacts. Ooh, choose Jeskai or Teamer. Jeskai, whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. Or Teamer, creatures you control get +1/+0, have trample and haste. Can we choose both? Well, maybe if we just do more than one. The Dragon Storm, I guess we'll open it. I've been getting my butt handed to me by some dragon decks here recently. A turtle? Are turtles dragons? Are dragons just turtles without shells? The world may never know. Got turtle commander decks. One thing that irritates me is as long as I've been playing, I've never had a IRL commander deck built. All my commander decks are almost commander decks have been digital, which really sucks. But I lost most of my collection moving around from place to place, and when I got down into what do you call it? Basically in a rough spot, needing some money. Like, they ended up getting sold. Unfortunately, rent is a little more of a pressing issue than Magic cards. That was freaking years ago. Human warriors, goblin warriors, no artifact warriors. Ogre warrior. Exhaust. Seek a card named Audacious Knuckleblade, put it into the battlefield tapped. Or surveil 2 and then untap it. Or creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. Not mad at it. I don't know of any deck ideas like offhand that would use that though. I'd have to build something special to make it worth, you know, even putting that in. Oh, you live in Iowa? Yeah, I used to live in Burlington a long time ago. Let's see. Slivers back in the late 90s, early 2000s, freaking unstoppable. When they dropped Sliver Queen, it was over. Oh wow. Goodness, the old school dual lands, you can make bank on them now. Let me see, let me see. I don't see anything of what we're looking for. They got dog mercenaries. Okay, that, I know it's supposed to look mean, but that looks freaking adorable. Okay, what are you? Dragon Soul Prodigy, 2 in a red, human monk. When you cast your first omen spell each turn, conjure a duplicate of that card onto the battlefield. Okay, it gains haste. Beginning of your next end step, shuffle it into its owner's library. Okay, I'm with you, but you'd have to build something around it. Be a lot of dogs in this set, or at least in that booster pack. All right, Ether Drift. Are we gonna get any artifacts in here? I know there's a lot of vehicles in this set. Uh-oh. A zombie cat warrior. Glory's past. Only 2? Start your engines. I'm still not clear on that ability. If you had no speed, it starts at 1. It increases once on each of your turns when an opponent loses a life. Max speed is 4. You reach max speed whenever a non-token creature you control dies. Create a tap zombie token. Okay. I think I get it. Oh, my nose. There's blue spells that let you grab artifacts. Okay. I will have to keep an eye out for them. I'm still not sure on what color scheme we're going to go with. I'd try to make it as colorless as possible if I'm going to build artifacts. But I've been seeing a lot more colored artifacts like the white and blue, and then there was that one black artifact earlier, the what was it, the Black Mage's Rod or whatever from the Final Fantasy set. So we might have to just go multicolored. Camera launcher. Okay. Everyone loves a good Thopter. Alright, alright. Nose won't quit itching, that damn cat. Cursed Rider. I like that artwork though. The little demon dragon thing riding in the back. That's cool. Alright, what do we got here? Mythic wild card, okay. An octopus pirate. It's Davy Jones. A cat scout. Got cricket tortoise. Ticket tortoise. Seeing R's where there are none. Haha. Pirate joke. Let's see. Oh, it's, well, yeah, I assume it's 5 color, like 1 color for each of the turtles, and then another for Splinter. Yeah, I'll have to look into getting it then. Get it, that one, and I'm thinking maybe didn't they say they're doing a Spider-Man crossover next? Or was that just some, like random Twitter post that was messing around? I don't know, with as many universe crossovers as they're doing now, it's kind of hard to tell what's fake and what's not. Support Skyforge. 4 servo artifacts. When it attacks, draft a card from the spellbook. That card perpetually becomes an artifact creature. Got 9 spells in its spell book? Maybe. Mental note on that. Oh, they did? Oh, I'm way behind then. I might get the Turtles one and then work on the Spider-Man set. That might convince the kid to play again. We will see. Minus X, where X is the equipment's intensity. And a creature you controls enters this equipment's intensity or intensifies by X, where X is the number or the creature's power. Okay, okay. That's green and white. That's white and blue. And then there was that other blue artifact. All right, we might go tricolor. Check the card Fabricate. All right, I'll look into that in a second. Oh, okay. That might have been the other one that I saw earlier. Then I can't remember the name of the booster pack, but I opened it up. It had a bunch of spider heroes, spider human heroes, and then spiders and all that. I'm pretty sure that's the copyright friendly version. Let's see something good. A Squirrel Warlock. Never trust a squirrel that knows magic. Not seeing a Hamster Citizen, really? Jolly Gerbils. Okay, that's in Magic now. Not food. Carrot cake. He spits out rabbits. I don't know if I'll be putting that in there though. Yeah, I usually run historic format, but right now we're just opening booster packs. And we're almost through them. I guess we'll open these. Because I had like close to over 100 booster packs just kind of sitting. I was hoarding them for a while for, you know, moments like this when I didn't have much else to do. Ooh, Leyline. Haven't seen those in a minute. Captivating Crossroads. 3 turns of the game. This land enters tapped if you were the starting player. When it enters, choose a color. You get 1 mana of chosen color. Okay, okay. Lot of dual abilities here. But nothing really jumping out in that one. Outlaws of Thunder Junction. That sounds like a bad anime. Sounds like a 90s American attempt at anime. I do like the wanted poster art style though. I've been seeing quite a few of those. That is pretty slick looking. Rakdos joins up. Bristly Bill Spine Sower. That might be useful for a green deck. Landfall, +1/+1, double the number of 1/1 counters on each creature. Little expensive, but I mean it doubles them, so can't complain that much. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super impressed with what I'm seeing. Granted, it's only what, 3 booster packs, so it's barely any of the set, but the only thing that I like is the art style so far. Might pay to have the whole deck built out like that. Don't mind buying online. You can get the Turtles deck for $7. Oh, that's not bad at all. Chocobo, that Hydra. I'm not sure. Well, I'll have to check the full deck list if there's a Chocobo Hydra deal or whatever, unless I'm misreading that. Murders at Karlov Manor. Thought I only opened one. I should have opened all of them. Lost in the Maze. Artifact creature, a cluefish. Attacks each combat if able. Okay. Probably not going to use it, but okay. So far, I think we're going to be going with the blue, white, and green artifacts. I've seen more of those that are useful and have a little bit more synergy. Two Lamplight Phoenixes, huh? Alright, alright. Behind the Mask. What do you do? For 1, as addition to casting this spell, you may collect evidence of 6. Spell cards total mana 6 or greater. Okay. The end of turn, target artifact or creature becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 3 or 4/3. If evidence was collected, it becomes a 1/1. Not bad, not bad. But will that fit in with what we're trying to do, though? Because it's going to turn their shit into artifacts. I mean, I could use it on mine. I could throw a little 1/1 artifact guy out there. Or 1/1 any kind of guy out there, and then throw this on him, and it becomes that 4/3 artifact, at least for a turn. Yeah, we could do some stuff with that. That's definitely a maybe. Leader of the pack. I got an achievement. Uh-oh. The Great Door. Okay, draw a card, discard a card. 4 and tap, transform it, activate only if there's 4 more permanent types among cards in your graveyard. Fathomless Descent. Tap, add X mana of any one color where X is the largest number of permanent cards in your graveyard. Oh, I read that wrong. It's just a number. Okay. Okay, alright. Maybe. Too bad it's only of one color. If it was of any color, or like any multiple colors, you know, then that would be... It'd probably have to make it mythic rare. Then... Let's see. Sneak. I've come across it. Or no, I'm thinking the ninjutsu one. Never mind. I'll have to. What's sneak do actually? That is a bard. Oh wow. creates 2/3/3 green dinosaurs. Or the next one is creates where creatures you control have tap for a red, a green, and a white. Or search your library for a dinosaur card, reveal it, shuffle it, or put it in your hand, then shuffle. Dinosaur card or dinosaurs you control gain double strike and trample until end of turn. Alright, let me read this real quick. Alright, how Sneak works. Activation window. It can only be activated during the declared blocker step, after blockers are declared but before damage is dealt. It provides an alternative casting cost. Sneak 2, typically lower than the card's mana cost. Cast a spell using Sneak, you must return an unblocked attacking creature you control to your hand. So it's almost like the ninjutsu one, where you kind of switch it out with another one. Like, oh, you thought you were attacking this 1/1, but I snuck in a like 10/10 or whatever, like before damage is done. Okay. You can counterspell Sneak. Oh. Okay, so it's a little weaker than ninjutsu, but it's same general purpose. Alright, okay. Yeah, I could see where that would be annoying. Having to like keep some kind of counter ability on standby just in case. Stigma Jewel. Enters tapped, add 2 colorless, spend it on activated abilities. Craft with 4 more non-land with activated abilities. Super expensive. Is that how you transform it though? What it looks like. Focus of Enlightenment has each activated ability type of exiled cards used to craft it. You may activate each of those abilities only once each turn. Whenever you activate an ability that isn't a mana ability, copy it. You may choose new targets for that copy. That is mean. That can get out of hand really quick. That's... How would I build something for that though? It is a little on the expensive side, but for what you can do with it, that might be going in there. Bounce a 1/1 and swing for 11 damage. Goodness. Has a Wheel of Fortune effect with Sneak on it? Oh, that sounds like it could be mean. I ain't heard Wheel of Fortune in... Used to be in like every red deck that was played at our at the game store growing up. Oh, we got that Scampering Surveyor. All I saw was Artifact. I was like, hey, but we already seen that one. Okay, Artifact Gnome. Seen him. Dinosaur Gnome. Dynamaton. Menace. When this creature enters, target creature you control gains menace until end of turn. For 4? Okay. I'm not sure if we're gonna go with red yet or not, so that's a maybe. Oh, puzzle door. Sacrifice this artifact, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of those 2 into your hand, the other in the graveyard. Alright. That's not horrible. Turn 1, 2. Not bad, not bad. Equipped creature has death touch during your turn, otherwise it has reach. Why not both? I mean, for 1 and 2 to equip, I get it, but reach and death touch? That would be beast mode for that early game. Becomes tapped, scry 1. Alright, alright. The ooze. I'll have to check that out here in a second. Almost through. We got this, 3 more, and then 13. Okay. Getting a lot of land. The homunculus. Or a homunculus, not the. And nothing really special in this one. Galvanic Bombardment's fun, but do more with better. Counter lead battlefield, create oxygen. Each 1/1 counter on it. Okay, tap exile card from graveyard. Token. That can be like, that can get out of hand quick. Now, yeah, just based off that, if it's any or all your 1/1 counters that you put on it, like, because I can shit out 1/1 counters like nobody's business. Some of these. So creating a mutagen off of each 1/1 counter, it is ridiculous. Like, especially with my Angels deck, or one of my Angels deck, using like the Ajani ability where, you know, when you gain life you get 1/1 counter. But way I got it set up, it's super convoluted and takes like 5 cards to pull off the right way. But you sit there and life link it and then double. What was it? I can't remember the name of it now, but you doubled your +1/+1 counters for each life that you gain, then give it life link, and then turn around and turn all of them into mutagen counters. It'd be broken. Okay. That's a lot of text. Each creature you control has tap, add 1 mana of any of this creature's colors, spend this mana only to activate abilities of a creature. Activate only if this creature has another activated ability. 5 tap, mill 5 cards, put all creature cards with activated abilities that aren't mana abilities from among the milled cards into your hand. Okay. Now, I know there's special shit you could do with that, but it's just not clicking in my head yet. I'd have to see that played out to really get a good grasp on exactly what they're wanting you to do with it. Urn of Godfire. An epic name. 2, 1 mana of any color, 6 and tap, sacrifice, destroy target creature or enchantment. Okay, so there's been a lot of people have been playing that necromancy on me, and it's just been like destroying me in 2.5 turns. So if I can make a mutagen version of my angel deck, then that might counteract their playing from the graveyard shit. I'll have to consider that. Do you know what color it is offhand? Because my angels are, I mean, obviously it's mono white, so. But I might be able to make an exception if it's something else. Oh, you played it a while back, Chip? I mean, it's kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie, the learning curve is, you know, a little steep, especially the more sets that they put out. Oh, it's colorless? Ooh. That might be a new addition then. But yeah, the learning curve is a little on the steep side, but once you learn the basics, the rest of it's just plug and play. You know, like once you learn, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Once you learn the fundamentals of everything, as far as like how the stack works and your the turn phases, once you learn those and learn a handful of the basic jargon terms like what's haste, you know, what's a 2-drop? Heck yeah. Yeah, once you learn a little bit of the jargon about it, then it gets easier. But yeah, starting out like not knowing anything about it and then trying to dive straight in, if you're going against anything ranked, you're probably going to get your face pushed in. But if you're just starting out, like Arena has some great tutorials and great there's a little character called Sparky. It's their little version of an AI computer robot, whatever you want to call it, that you could play against until you learn the basics of everything. And play against that a couple dozen times until you get a good feel of it. And then just the best thing I could say is read every card that you can read. Figure out exactly what they do and how they work with the card beside it. Once you get that part down, then the rest of it's just being introduced to new cards, because I've been playing it since the 90s, and every time they release a new set I gotta like readjust my entire play style, because the cards are just that they're coming out with now is ridiculous compared to what they were 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you know. So you're gonna have to continuously evolve with like evolve your play styles in order to keep up. But it's very addictive. There's a reason they call it cardboard crack. Let's see. It's a legendary artifact. I get there are some ways around that, but yeah, that does kind of damper it a little bit. Let's see what our rares are. Anything jumping out? Oh, excuse me. That burp came out of nowhere. Elemental raccoon. I want one. I grew up with a raccoon. His element was chaos and eggs. Little shit loved some eggs. Raw, hard boiled, didn't matter. If it was in the shape of an egg, he was trying to eat it. Ristic Study. Oh, I ain't seen that in for. You want to piss some people off? You play that. Smothering Tide. Just that combo alone, I've seen people scoop as soon as it hits. Bad thing you've been seeing with Arena. Doesn't teach you how to read the cards or the steps in each phase. Yeah, I kind of get that. It just assumes that either you already know or it does the it does it all for you behind the scenes, so you don't really know exactly what's going on. It's just, oh, this thing happened. So when you go and try to play paper version, and you go through the same process, you're like, hey, well, this deck is built it's got the same cards in it. Why isn't it acting the same way? You know, because you have to do the math. You have to work with the stack. You have to pay attention to your ability set, all this other kind of stuff that the game just does for you. So it does kind of take away a little bit of the knowledge you need if you're going to try to play it paperback. So I get that. But if you're playing just on Arena and you don't plan on playing on anything else, then go for it. Let the game do what it's going to do. But yeah, I completely get if you're trying to do both, play in real life and play on Arena, then it'll teach you some of the basics, but some of the more advanced stuff that you can play with, like you can manipulate the stack a lot more in real life than you can on Arena, just because you can, you know, talk to your opponent and be like, hey, I'm going to insert this one at this stage of the stack, or I'm going to insert it at the end of the end step instead of the beginning of the end step. Like little timing variations like that make a big difference in some of the abilities and how they work that you just can't do on Arena. You can do it on Tabletop Simulator though. There's been a group of people that have been remaking all of Magic and its interactions on Tabletop Sim that so far they've done an amazing job from what I've seen. And you could do a lot of the same type of stuff there, but it's closer to just the digital version of the paper game. You know what I mean? And you can mod it like nobody's business too, so that does help. Ooh, the Wicked Manipulator. That's my avatar, actually, and that's the first. No, that's not the first one I've had. I thought it was the first one. I lied. Yeah, I haven't played the Duel Master for Yu-Gi-Oh! Like at all. I've seen it pop up here and there, but I haven't really got my hands on it yet. I never was big into Yu-Gi-Oh! I was big into the Dragon Ball Z game when it first came out, until like 3 or 4 updates in, and I just kind of lost touch with that. Pokemon I wasn't super deep into, which looking back I probably should have been, mainly because I was there when it started, so if I could have got my hands on a few of the, you know, the high money cards, then wouldn't be needing for nothing now. It's like what's his nut, fucking one of the Logan Paul, Jake Paul, one of them just sold the what was it, the Pikachu for something like 15 mil. Either the Pikachu or the Charizard, but he just sold a Pokemon card for 15 million, and like, you're got me messed up, man. A, who in the right mind's gonna spend 15 million on a card? B, where's my 15 million for having cards? Like, you know what I mean? If I can have all of the, like, I had a good chunk of the Power 9 Magic cards way back in the day. If I were to still have them now and try to sell them now, I could probably put a down payment on a house with how much you can make off of them. The bare minimum, I could buy a new-ish car. It is out of this world how expensive the originals are. Especially in graded good condition. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player draws 7 cards. I get the idea behind it, but that's only gonna really hurt them if they're running a standard deck. You know, if they're only running 60 cards, then yeah, you're gonna hate to see that drop. But some of these decks I've come across, they're running like 300 cards and they want to be able to draw all of them. So you throw that down and they're like, thank you. You know, It's like whenever I drop 2 Howling Mines on the board, there's 2 types of players. Either players that see a Howling Mine drop and they try to get rid of it, or they, you know, quit out immediately, or they see the second Howling Mine drop and they get happy. And I think I'm more scared of the second one. Because if you start getting happy, then you got something in that deck that's about to hurt me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had a good blue deck, a good water deck, and had some of the what do you call it? Oh, my brain's blanking. Blastoise. I had the big boys of him. I don't know how much first edition Blastoise even costs now. I know it's not nearly on the level as the Charizard that has that little shadow or whatever, like the kind that he sold, or I wanted to say it was a Pikachu. Oh no, everybody, we are finally out of booster packs to open. We got a couple good cards in there. All right, which did we get? Open 100 packs in the pack screen. Yay! Any other pack related ones? 250 packs. And then 500. Well, those will happen eventually. Alright. Decks. Let's see. What time is it actually? Okay. Trying to think if I should try to start building a deck now or play a couple rounds and start building a deck either off stream or when we boot stream up tomorrow. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll play us a couple rounds and at least one before we make a decision on that. Put these angels to work. No, that's the event. I want ranked. You're at about 1200 right now. What, oh, for the Blastoise, okay. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, realistically, for a piece of cardboard, that's not bad at all. But it's nothing compared to the Charizard and the Pikachus and all that from way back then. Okay, so did you do? Yeah. You know, one thing that, go ahead and we'll keep that. One thing that I'm a fan of the, what is it, Streamerbot on Twitch is like it's really quick to get rid of spam accounts, but running with Restream, their messages get posted to Restream before they get banned, and then Restream still posts those out to both YouTube and I mean, it doesn't post it to Twitch, but it reposts it to YouTube, which kind of sucks. I wish when Restream or Streamerbot, when they banned it in one chat, that it banned it or deleted that message from the Restream chat as well. Might have to send them a message about that. Hey, I have an idea for your stuff. ESA 10's 20k. Good grief, man. I wish I still had those types of cards with me. Like, if I didn't get rid of the ones that I had when I was desperate and all that, I probably still wouldn't get rid of him now, to be honest. Because I'm nowhere near that desperate. Even if you're sitting there saying, hey, you're getting 30k, 40k for, you know, a handful of cards. I don't know, I'd probably just pass them down to the kid and be like, hey, sell these later. Or not at all. I will wait on the ossification. That is insane. 169,000 for a PSA 10 Charizard. Man, I wish. I know there's some people out there that, you know, had that exact one in perfect condition, like when it first came out or growing up or whatever, that are looking back now just kicking themselves wishing they still had it. I mean, I didn't even have it and I'm kicking myself wishing I did. Do we go with the God or the Angel? We'll go with the God. Running blue, so we might have some counter spells hidden back there, some bounce. Take two. Get rid of your frog. Gonna bounce him? Yeah, I figured he would. Yeah, see, that's where I'm at. Like, if I had all of the stuff that I traded away, like, not even the stuff that I sold, just the stuff that I traded to people, like, at the game store, like, I'd be beyond rich. I wouldn't need for nothing. But nope. That lack of vision, that lack of, oh, well, it's gonna be worth something one day. Yeah, well, one day is not today, so it's not worth it. By the time I realized what I had, it was already gone. No, we'll save that ossification because I'm pretty sure he's going to start setting something big down. I'm going to want to get rid of it. Okay. Oh, you were supposed to get rid of your frog. He's not really even that important. Put a 1/1 counter on him and otherwise return it to its owner's hand. He's not really even that special. Why are you keeping him out there? Just because you have another one? And it was like 1 mana? Here, give me another soldier. I know I could have got rid of him, but still. I have reasons. Not all of them make sense even to me, but I do have reasons. Yeah, okay. I'm on to you, pal. Running a bunch of bounce. Got 47 cards in there. I got 87 in mine. Okay. We'll do Angel of Destiny this time. Is your little frog guy going to be able to keep up? Got a griffin and an angel now. You're done. Unless you start bouncing more shit. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's okay. You're gonna run out of bounce spells here soon. I don't even know why I'm surprised. I will do the Hallowed Priest. And yeah, we'll tribunal him. Haha, go away. Get attacked. Gonna bounce that tribunal? Because I got another one. We'll do the angel again, see if he puts it back or not. Just to piss him off, we're gonna hit him with another tribunal. Yeah, if you can't get rid of that Angel of Destiny, you got one turn. You need to board wipe this turn and get rid of it, or you're done. Hey, alarm. Okay. Yep, we'll throw him out just to throw him out. Yep, you're done. We will attach that to him. Get rid of your scribe. Or we won't. But we will do this. And that's game. Hiya. Get angeled. GG. Bro, I just saw Jip. I swear, bro, if you don't quit subscribing to me on Twitch, I'm gonna have to come over there and like give you a cookie or something. I just saw from an hour ago that you resubscribed for 2 months at tier 1. Bro, I love your face, but dude, you know better. You're gonna subscribe to me, do it through Prime, make Jeff Bezos pay for it. I don't know what kind of cookie do you want. I can make good peanut butter cookies. I actually got the stuff in there to make some now, and I should. Damn, you got me wanting a peanut butter cookie. Look at you. Got me craving peanut butter cookies already. Completely your fault. Let's see. That's not the best starting hand, to be honest. We'll keep it. I got 2-3 turns worth before we're struggling for another mana. Speaker of Heaven, get out there. Then we will do Dawn of Hope. And after that, it's just kind of up in the air. Okay, we got another land, so we're doing okay. Just not okay fast enough. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna assume he didn't get the land he needed. We ranked up. Yay, rank up. Silver, tier 1. I might go ahead and try to go for gold tonight. Because I was in the middle of a game, or not in the middle of a game, but in between games earlier today when they switched over the ranking season, because they go by month now, I guess. And I was got up to rank tier 1 gold with this deck for the February season, and then it switched over to March's season. So it knocked me back down to silver 1 or 3 or whatever the lowest silver is. He's got 145 cards in his deck. Ouch. This is what I'm talking about, where it was like, oh, we'll draw, 7 cards a turn, or whatever it was. And people like that love those cards. And make me draw. Threaten me with a good time, will ya? This is not looking good for the home team. We need mana yesterday. Oh no, that Banishing Light artwork's still probably my favorite. Like he's fighting, what do you call it? A Hydra made of the universe. What is that? It's +1/+1 whenever this creature attacks, tap target creature and opponent controls. Okay, okay. We'll wait on that. Need 2 more mana, 3 more mana, and I'll be able to play everything in the deck, but 2 more and I'll be good to go for most of it. Springleaf Drum. Tap an untapped creature you control. Add 1 mana of any color. What are you? An Orc Warrior? I need mana. We'll get rid of that. Oh, that guy. Last thing we need is resistance right now. Take 1, first blood, haha, I win. Okay, what was that noise? Oh. Well, fine then. Okay, not bad, not bad. I still need more mana, but not bad. I need at least 1 mana and either a Soul Warden or can't even remember the name of it, a Johnny something or other to help me get life. Because he's gonna eat me 1 life at a time each turn. There's our mana. Now it's worth it because I'll be getting 2. Anointed Processions are broken, dude. If an effect would create 1 or more tokens under your control, it creates twice that many tokens instead. Combined with the Panharmonicon, if an artifact or a creature entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, it triggers that ability an additional time. So when 1 token comes into play, it creates an extra one, so 2 tokens will come in. And if those tokens were to, say, get me life because they came into play, then they would give me double that instead. which is why I need a freaking Soul Warden. Hey guy, get attacked. You unblock him? Oh, you don't know what you're doing. That's cute. Thanks. I would have just taken the one, to be honest. You could always tell the people that don't know the cards they're playing against, or that don't read them, when they, you know, block little stuff like that, not realizing that they're giving me more. I mean, I can't really say much. Half the cards that they play against me, I don't read or aren't aware of. Angelic Destiny. I need to put a couple of those in, maybe this deck. There's a couple cards there that would be useful. Running Death Touch on everything, though. Hold on, what was that? Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. And then... Oh, because, okay, I get it. I lose 1 life, so he gains it. Yeah, Johnny's welcome. We need you out there yesterday. Take vengeance, destroy target tapped creature. Yes, piss him off, please. And no, that's only going to give me 0 because I can't pay for X. So we will wait. We will, however, pull him back. And everybody, all in, go. You might want to block one of them because they come with poison counters. Now I need to build my health back up so I can use him to make some more angels. Ooh, never mind. Nice. Just this setup right here, though, these 4 enchantment and artifact kind of hinder his ability to do much of anything. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that because the hive craps out one of these mites at the beginning of every turn. Because of the procession, it craps out 2. Because of the Panharmonicon, when those 2 come into play, it triggers the Johnny's Welcome twice for each. So each turn I lose 1 life, gain 4, and get 2 creatures. And now double that again. He is not ready. Gonna be dumb enough to block him and give me another 2 creatures and 8 life. Do it. Do it. Thank you. I needed that life. At this point, he's struggling. He just doesn't realize it yet. It doesn't look like there's much on the board. It's a bunch of 1/1s. But the ability set is already almost out of his control. There's really not much he's going to be able to do to slow it down unless he starts getting rid of enchantments. Beginning of combat, if you control 3 or more creatures, you can put 1/1 on him until end of turn and gain 1 life. That is like the slowest version of what I was doing. Yeah, gain your life. It's okay because I'm still coming at you with a bunch of poison counters soon. Flicker of Fate. I can get rid of my Soul Warden guy, which we will go ahead and do just to piss him off so he can't get any more life from it. And White Sun's Twilight, we're not going to worry about this turn. but it is getting close to time to use it. Which, if you don't know, X and 2, and I gain X life. Hold on. But I gain X life, then create X 1/1 colorless might tokens with toxic 1. Which, these little dudes. I create X of these. If X is more than 5, then destroy all other creatures. So if I pay more than 5 on X, it's a board wipe, plus I get all those creatures. With this setup, you could double X off the top. With welcome, I'm gonna gain twice that much life. Exiles a creature or a planeswalker you control. They're all the same, so sure. I mean, that didn't slow me down even a little, buddy. There we go, Divine Visitation. Now I don't get mites anymore. With this bad boy, I get angels. 4/4 angels that fly and have vigilance. Good game. Good game. Because he can't block, so he's done. Because once you get 10 poison counters, you lose the game. Yay. He either saw it coming and just wrote it out, or he had no clue what was happening to him. Give me a second to go check on the child and grab me a drink. I will be right back. I'm just gonna leave it like it is. I've returned. Check this real quick. What is that? Bing Bong Love. That's a weird badge. Never seen it before. What's it from? You got a lot of badges, bro. You have 21 different badges. Goodness. I don't have anywhere near that many. Oh, real quick, everybody. Let me go ahead and do a thing. Is dun, 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 dun. All right, and yeah. Shout out to Jip. He's good peoples, and if you are on Twitch, please give him a follow. Otherwise, you can look him up on YouTube as well. It is Mr. Jip, I believe, if I remember correctly, and you should go watch all of his stuff. Binge it. He makes Minecraft content that is super awesome and cool and fun. Put it on in the background and listen to it while you're sleeping. Yes, please do it. Please go subscribe. It is not a trap. Do not listen to him. Doesn't know what he's talking about. But please go say hi, be good. If you're bad, then at least name it after me. But he is deserving of all of the love and attention that you can give him. time for another game. Yeah, you like that little pop-up though? I made that bad boy in just OBS as its own scene with a couple different filters on it and whatnot, and then I triggered it with Streamerbot, and it's epic. 168 cards. I have a tutorial pulled up, seeing as I'm playing Magic, that can make Magic card look-alike based alerts. If that makes sense. So when someone follows, subscribe, donates, whatever, you know, it'll pop up a little look-alike Magic card with the information of whatever they did on it. And that whole thing, that whole system for those alerts can be made just in OBS and Streamerbot using just the same way that I made that that shout out command thing that you saw. Might try to do that. I think that would be pretty cool. Have it set up so it's only active like that as we're playing Magic, maybe. That would be pretty neat. But when we're playing any other games that it, you know, defaults to normal or different or whatever, whenever we activate the arena, that it would give the Magic card alerts. Wonder if there's a way we could do that. You know, I probably should have put the priest down first now that but we will wait because I get to draw a card. So next turn we'll do priest, and then the brawling chorus. Yeah, we'll play it like that. I'll go ahead and get free life. Sure, why not? Thanks. Now, priest goes in. We can't afford the Dawn of Hope. Chorus goes in. Can't afford Dawn of Hope. I will not attack. I thought about it for a second. We're probably going to use him as a blocker at some point. Wait. Every life I gain is going to bump our hollowed priest up. So he's going to get extremely intimidating very quickly. No, we'll wait on the 2. Put this bad boy into play first. Gonna be dumb enough to block, or you're just gonna take one? Best bet is to just take one. Take one, take your poison counter, and because if you block, then okay, I'm gonna get a token and like 3 life already. What is that? Ominous Seas. When you draw a card, put a foreshadow counter on this enchantment. Move 8, create a 8/8 blue Kraken creature token. Okay. I'm not scared of an 8/8. I mean, I already have my own, and I got him for a lot cheaper and a lot quicker. I get the feeling he's going to try to bounce that priest back to my hand. He keeps eyeballing it. He is running blue. He has the ability to bounce. Yep. Turn target creature to their owner's hand. Okay. That's perfectly fine because he's going to be back out there soon and he's going to be just as big, just as quick. Four mana to cast it. It cannot be blocked this turn. Okay. Do that and do that, and then we'll take 4. Oh, looky, we got another chorus. Okay, we'll do Hallowed Priest first. And then a chorus second. And look at that. He's right back. Not quite as big, but pretty close. Get rid of one of your flyers or get a poison counter. Oh. Gooch back down into my chair. Get comfy, friends. We're gonna be here for a minute. Why are you doing this to me? There we go. Oh, better offer. That do. Put a random creature card with mana value X or less from target opponent's library onto the battlefield. Control. It perpetually has power toughness X and then gain ward 1. So he's got a 5/5 Soul Warden with ward 1. Okay, so that's gonna go away. Because you do not deserve a Soul Warden, friend. I don't know who told you you're allowed to have one, but they lied. Block him. I dare you. Thank you. Give me more life. Make that priest bigger. You're only delaying the inevitable. He's still like struggling to get that 8/8 Kraken out there. This is the second time my priest has been over an 8/8. Uh-oh. Mills cards. Half their library. Okay, okay. I see what you're doing. I don't like it. But you tried, though. We will do this, because I have a feeling we're going to need to. Okay, cool. He didn't get rid of all of them. Come on. We do need that Anointed Procession in our hand before he tries to do some silly stuff like that again. Yes, and sure, because he'll probably block that. Yeah, I figured as much. It's only going to make him bigger and get me more life, so we're better off just taking the poison counter. Need more mana yesterday. So if I draw another mana this turn, I'll drop the procession down. If I don't, then we will do Soul Warden Airy. Or Airy first, and well, no, it doesn't really matter. Because I'll get 3 life either way. 0-17. Wow. Leviathan Crab. Spells your opponent cast that target this guy costs 2 more to cast. He gets plus X minus X, where X is the number of islands you control. Neat. I don't know why you're attacking with him, but neat. Okay, cool. Procession time. And wait. I have a feeling he's up to something. Hopefully we get another mana. Because if we get another mana, I'll be able to do Soul Warden and the Priests at the same time. Otherwise, it's going to be a turn off. Okay. Beautiful. First, we will do a Priest. We will say no to the Dawn of Hope. Decline. Decline. And then we will get a couple Anointed Priests. And get all of the life. Now next turn we'll drop the Griffin Airy. And then our Intangible Virtue. And if that doesn't make him worried enough to quit out, then we're just gonna have to start swinging for the fences. Pick your least favorite guy and get rid of him. Okay. Not the one I would have chose. We got rid of that Kraken because you're going to get more of those. Oh, you got a flyer, you think I don't? When this creature enters, pay that any number of times. When you pay this cost 1 or more times, put that many 1/1 counters on this creature. And then that many other target artifact creatures or enchantments phase out. Neat. Oh, I like it. I mean, not for him, but, you know, that could be cool in a deck. What are you? Whenever a non-creature 4 or more was cast, but 1/1 on this guy, he can't be blocked this turn. Okay. We're gonna have to get rid of that, like, now. Because I have 19 cards left. No blocks. We'll stick with the game plan. If he attacks with him next turn, then I'm gonna have to block him with anything, really. That is a beast. Unearth, return it from the graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste, exile it at the next end step. Okay. We're gonna have to drop one of those. Oh, you prick. You know, I probably should have done both of those Anointer Priests instead of the Daxos. I mean, it worked out in my favor anyway, but I have 9 turns left. I don't have 9 turns left. You know, he probably should have, yeah. Probably should have waited on that one, bud. Let's see. I will get a lot of... Yeah. We'll go ahead and drop the hoplite and get a couple life real quick. Get 83 life. Now this is going to take a second because we got Dawn of Hope out, but we don't have enough land to pay for it. But it's going to have to cycle through and try 83 times. Luckily it'll be quick, but still. What is wifey wanting? I don't know, what do you think we should do for dinner, everybody? Because I am at a loss. Oh, he got tired. I mean, I can't blame him. I would have been too, considering what he was about to face. Because they're all 2/2 vigilance, and I would have been swinging full force. Okay. So we have enough time for maybe one more game, depending on how quickly it happens. His wifey's wanting to go out for dinner tonight. So that, my friends, is what we are going to do. Oh, if you are in... I mean, I guess it could be either chat because of restream, but... For anybody watching, if you would like to get in on some Magic the Gathering Arena goodness, if you haven't already, or if you don't currently have it, it is PC only, I think. Not sure if you could do it on mobile or not, but you can go to their website. It is free. Did it do? It did. Cool. It's like all of the way free to download. Let's see, you can download it on... Actually, let me go ahead and pull it up so I can walk you through it real quick. And show you how to do. Okay. We are... This is the Magic Arena website. You can download it on PC, from Steam, on Mac, on Android, or on iOS. So you can do it on mobile if you would like. I haven't played it on mobile. So I can't vouch for how well it works there, but if you are a fan of Magic, you can play on your phone or your tablet or your iPhone or your Mac or your PC or anything hooked up to Steam, like the Steam Deck, wink wink. And you can get in here and potentially play against me if you would like. If you think you could beat my Angels deck, let me know, and we'll set up a little game. You can play ranked. You can actually play, or hold on. You can go up. Where did it go? Just click this button right here, play free, and it'll take you to the download button so you can get it up and running. But what you saw a second ago, what I was going to mention, where is it on here? Oh, right here. The Arena Direct is pretty cool. You can compete for physical rewards. You do need 6,000 gems, so you do have to pay into it to get those gems, or you have to play for a while. And you get them through different avenues, like either winning events or doing certain challenges or whatever. So you can potentially get it for free. It's just going to take a little bit longer. You can get into it almost instantly if you pay for gems. Sure. Just to show you roughly how much you're working with. What was it? 6,000 gems. So probably like 30-ish bucks. Somewhere in between there. And you can get the amount of gems that you need to buy in. But if you are 18 and in participating areas, you can sign up for this event, and if you win, get all 7 wins, you win 2 physical Lorwyn Eclipse Play booster boxes, the newest set, delivered directly to you. I mean, you're obviously going to need to put your address and your information in and all that, but I think it's like 24 packs in a box. Could be wrong, but however many packs that are in the box, you get 2 booster boxes. And format for this event is 6 packs of Lorwyn Eclipse sealed with single game matches, so it's a draft box. So you open 6 packs, draft whatever cards you pick. Everyone picks one at a time, like round robin kind of deal. And you do that until everybody builds a deck, and then you play against everyone with those decks that you built. And the person who wins 7 gets 2 Lorwyn Eclipse Play booster boxes. If you only win 6, then you get 1. 5 wins, you get a bunch of gems back and 24 packs, and so on and so forth. You have to win it more than 2 wins to get anything, but you'll get at least 27 gems or 2,700 gems and 8 packs back. So pretty cool. You can download for free, play for free for a while. Granted, you would have had to be doing this in the past, but you could play for free and get physical goods, which I think is pretty neat. You can also enter into actual tournaments that reward physical goods as well, that are more than just the little events. They're based on the decks that you build, like the one that I'm using. You can enter into historic tournaments and win seats at IRL tables, or go to like an esports arena kind of deal and play online in an arena in front of a crowd, you know, like a LAN party kind of deal with your deck, and potentially win real money with digital cards. So if you're interested in that, follow that link that I posted in both YouTube chat and in Twitch chat, the Magic the Gathering Arena online, or website, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, download it, have fun. There is a way where you could do direct matches, so you can like look up my username, Smug Potato, and you'll be able to ping me directly, and we can do one-on-one, either best of 1, best of 3, or best of 5, I think is a possibility as well. And you can push my face in when it comes to these angels, like the rest of these guys are doing. Potato. Yeah, so apparently we are going out tonight. Child chose a restaurant, so we're gonna power through this one. And then I'm gonna sign off, and then I'm gonna go put clothes on. And then we are gonna go put food in my stomach. Blessed by the sun. We need him out there now. Ankle biter. My nose won't quit itching. I love that cat, but I'm allergic to her. Yeah, we'll go ahead and hit him with the witness. Hopefully he's dumb enough to block. Nope. He's smarter than most. Font of Blessings. Other permanents you control have hexproof. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast angel spells and human spells from the top of your library. And it's an angel, but it's green-white, and this deck's mono-white. So we can't be running that. Damn it. Might have to adjust and do a multicolor angel deck soon. Gonna block? Probably. Thank you. I needed the extra life. Oh crap, they all got hexproof, that's right. Okay, which means they cannot be the target of spells. Is it just spells or spells and abilities? Yeah, or abilities. So that Conclave Tribunal is gonna do nothing. I'm gonna just have to brute force my way through these guys. Take Vengeance will do nothing. I need mana for either one of these. We will wait until I get the Anointed Procession on the board before we do the chorus. Prismatic Omen. Hold on. Lands you control are every basic land type in addition to their other types. Cool. This combo right here, that gives him hexproof, and then he gives everybody else hexproof. All of his other permanents have hexproof at that, so it's not just creatures. That's mean. So that kind of like, that phases his stuff out altogether. Oh, you prick. Okay. I'm not trying to throw this game, I'm really not, but I know it seems like it because he's just whooping me. We'll go ahead and attack, hopefully you block. Yeah. Damn eyeball. Dawn of Hope's not gonna do us much good though. Because we can't get rid of any of his stuff other than through brute force. And unfortunately I don't have the force to brute with. That's hexproof too. I mean, I can get enough life to kind of stay alive, but if I can't figure out how to, start getting rid of some creatures here, I'm gonna start getting really tough really quickly. That, however, does help. Don't have the Anointed Procession, but we're gonna still gain a bunch of life from them. that double harmonicon. But we're gonna be here for a minute because it's gonna do that 40 something times, 2 more times. So we're looking at close to 120 triggers. And it's gonna Dawn of Hope every single one of them. So if I can't kill him outright, I'm gonna annoy the piss out of him. No rest, no mercy, no matter what. So yeah, this is kind of what this deck does. It creates a lot of tokens really quickly. Those tokens give me more life, and then I use that life to either create more tokens or beef up creatures. Most of the time it's the life creating tokens, and then I just crap out a bunch of tokens. And then I'll have that Divine Visitation on board, which instead of, or when a token comes into play, instead of it being a normal token, it comes in as a 4/4 flying angel with vigilance instead. So instead of, you know, 18 little 1/1s, it would have been 18 4/4 flyers. But we're at 130 health now, so do what you're gonna do. Go ahead and attack. The only thing you can hit me with right now is flyers. Attack with anyone else and I'm gonna eat them. I mean, I get it, but I already have another one. Screw it. All in, right? Pull him back, pull him back. Like I said, no rest, no mercy, no matter what. Take your 15. Gain life from the rest that you killed. And we do the same thing again next turn, and then you go away. Unless you could wipe the board, and then you're just gonna give me like 18 more life. Yep, that's game. Good game, good game. You had me on the ropes there for a second, not gonna lie. That double Panharmonicon kinda hurt him. Alright, so we ranked up. We're silver tier 2. Nope, we're gold tier 4. So backwards. That's right. Duh. Okay. So we're gold tier 4. We made it to gold. That's kind of what I was hoping we'd do before we crashed out for the evening. So, let's see. We'll claim our coin and our XP. We will come over here to this bad boy. Yahoo! Let's see where it be. It be there. All right. Game plan for tomorrow. Probably the same that we did today. I might mess around with the bot stuff a little more off stream just to get a little more familiar with the polypop thing. and integrate it with Streamerbot for some extras that you all can play with on Twitch. Don't know if YouTube's gonna have access to it or not. I will double check and try to work a way where YouTube chat can interact with my Twitch command stuff as well. So keep an eye out for that in the future. Otherwise, we will be playing Magic, playing some ranked most likely. I will either work on I'll probably work on that artifact deck tonight, at least start the seeds of it, and we'll work on finishing it out on stream tomorrow, and we'll probably run a couple a couple test games for it tomorrow on stream, and you know, kind of narrow in exactly how we're going to finish it. Let's see, anything else that we can think of? Not really off the top of my head. So, as far as my YouTube peoples go, that's pretty much it. If you're on Twitch, stand by and we'll raid out here in just a second. But as far as YouTube goes, take care of yourself, be kind to everybody else. I'll see you on the next one.